What is up, guys? It's Solbash. Welcome back. We are back with some more Brawl Stars, and today we're going to cover the top 5 heroes in the game currently. Now, this top 5 is going to exclude legendaries and epics, so if you guys don't have those, don't worry. These are the top 5 in order. So let's get right into it.
5.
All right, coming in at number 5, we have Poco. He is a range type brawler. He is a map control and healer type, and he is the only actual healer in the game currently. His speed is he can move 2.5 tiles per second. He at base has 800 hit points, and he is a rare brawler. Now, he is really easy to use. He's got a pretty decent range on him, and the accuracy with him is incredible because he has such a wide spread on it. Now, he's got pretty decent power. Like I said, his mobility is fairly decent as well. He's able to get around pretty quick. Stamina, he's all right there, but he's best used as a utility, and that's what he stands out for, being the only support in the game currently. He is at the number 5 spot, and for smash and grab, he is probably one of the top ones. That's the best mode for him. Showdown, he is not very good at all for it. I would recommend to stay away from that. Heist mode, currently he's mediocre at it, and bounty mode, that would be right there, right below smash and grab. It is a really good one to run with him. And that is Paco. We're gonna have him at about a 8 out of 10. He's pretty decent for a support. All right, coming in at number 4, we have Bull. He is a melee type character. Now, his role, they have him as basically a short range attacker. His speed, he is able to move at 2.5 tiles per second, just like Poco, number 5. And his hit points, his base hit points is 1200 tier, and he is a rare. Now, as far as ease of use, Bull is probably one of the easiest brawlers to use out of the gate. He is really strong, has a ton of hit points, so he's really good to get around. He does not have that much of a range though. His accuracy is pretty well because he does have a nice spread on it, and his power is extremely high. He does a lot of damage point blank, getting in people's faces. That is the best way to do it. Mobility, he's pretty good at getting around. He has a ton of stamina because of his hit points. And as far as utility and crowd control, he's kind of mediocre in those, but Bull is more of the type to lead the charge, you know, take the brunt of the damage for your other guys to do the long range damage. That's what this guy is built for. Now, he's pretty much even out in smash and grab. I'd give him a 3 out of 6 there. Showdown, he's really great at it. That's probably the best one he's at. Also, heist mode, he really shines in heist mode because breaking those walls down, getting into that bank, it's really nice to be able to do. And of course, bounty mode, he's about the same as smash and grab, about a 3 out of 6.
3.
All right, we have Nita coming in at number 3. She is a range type brawler. Her role is short range utility, and when I say utility, you'll see in just a second, she is a beast. Her speed, she can move 2.5 tiles per second, just like the previous 2, and she starts out with a base of 800 hit points. Now, for her tier, she's a common. She's fairly easy to get, and I would recommend getting her fairly soon if you start the game. Now, as far as ease of use, Nita is pretty easy to use straight out the gate. She does straightforward damage. She reloads really quick. She's got a decent range on her as well, and the accuracy, like I said, she's got that wide range, so it helps out. Power, she does some pretty decent hits straight out of the gate, and that would be the first thing I would recommend anybody to level up, was the attacks. Mobility, she gets around really well, just like the last 2 guys, moving at 2.5 tiles per second. And stamina, she's pretty decent at surviving, not only because of what she's capable of doing, her super helps out a lot there. That's where she falls into the utility category as well. Her super is this bear right here, and this guy comes out with 1,000 hit points, and he can sniff people out in the grass. You don't have to worry about anything. He's gonna go find someone, and he's going to stay up until someone kills him. Now, as far as game modes, Nita is, I would say, about a 3 out of 6 on smash and grab. Showdown, she's kind of mediocre because the bear, once you get your super, that bear will actually go snip someone out. So I would say she's about a 2 out of 6 for showdown. Heist mode, I wouldn't too much recommend her unless you're pushing towards just straight her for the take the damage. That bear is pretty much going to do it for you. So it'd be about a 2 out of 6 for heist mode. And bounty, we'd say about a 3 out of 6 because she's got that bear and she's able to constantly keep pressure on the other team and force them back.
2.
All right, and we have number 2 on the list, Shelly. She is a range type brawler, and she is a mid-range attacker, which actually she's got a fairly long range for them to consider her a mid-range attacker. I know she is not as far as the snipers, but it goes out pretty good ways. Speed, she is a 2.5 tiles per second, just like the last 3, and she starts with a base of 800 hit points. Now she is a common type brawler, and her ease of use is maxed out. She's probably one of the easiest characters to use. It's the first one you are introduced to when you play the game. Shelly is amazing. She's got a pretty good range, like I said. Her accuracy is incredible because of the fact that she does have that long range spread. Now when you get closer, you do more damage as well, so that's helpful as well because that gives you a lot more power. Mobility, she's really good at getting around just like the other guys, and you can avoid most normal basic attacks with her. Utility, she's not too good as far as utility. Her stun from her super does help out in some rare occasions, but she's not able to utilize things as good as for say Poco or Nita is with having their supers. Now crowd control, like I said, the stun, she is fairly useful in that area because she can break down walls and knock people back with that, so that does help out a good bit with her. Now Shelly is probably about a 4 out of 6 for smash and grab mode because she's overall, I mean, she's good. For showdown, she's probably one of the best ones to go with aside from possibly Bull or Primo, so I'd give her about a 5 out of 6. Heist mode, she actually is pretty decent at heist mode as well. I will give her a 3 out of 3 for heist mode because she does stay in and she can do some pretty decent damage. The super can actually help get to the bank as well. And for bounty, she's great at it as well. I'll give her about a 5 out of 6 because she can clean up kills with that range she has.
1.
And lastly, we have El Primo at number 1. He is the only type straight up melee character. He is a melee bruiser and he runs at 2.5 tiles per second, just like the other 4 guys. And he starts out with 1300 hit points. This is why this guy is at number 1, because he starts out the most hit points. He's the easiest to use and you can bully people around. He does not have a very good range, but his super makes up for that because you can jump straight into people with it and drop that elbow. Now, as far as accuracy, he's pretty straightforward. Once you get people in front of you, it's just straight knock them down. He hits and attacks really fast. He's got a lot of power, so you can bully people. Mostly the range guys, you can just go straight in and there's not a really whole lot they can do unless they start to kite you. Stamina wise, he is the strongest out of the gate. He has the most hit points, so I would recommend him. That's why he is at number 1. Utility, he's great at utility because he has a actual stun knockback on his super. Not only can he get in or out on someone, he can actually knock them back and stun them kind of. Now for crowd control, he's kind of mediocre at that, but you know, that's not what he's made for. He's made to take the damage and put it out. Now for smash and grab, I'm going to give him about a 4 out of 6. Showdown, he is going to be a 6-star for that because he is the only one that people have constantly complained about and wanted a nerf on. So kudos to you, El Primo, for making the top right there. Heist mode, I'm going to give him a 4 out of 6 there. He's still fairly somewhat decent because he can take that damage and he can jump over the walls and actually attack. So he's helpful there. In bounty mode, we're going to give him a 5 out of 6 there as well because he can hunt people down and that's what he's good for. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this top 5 video. If you have any suggestions on top 5 you want to see or any other videos, feel free to leave those in the comments below. If you would have had any other choice, what would your top 5 be? Also leave that in the comment section below. Like I said, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Solbash. You guys have a nice day.